Who knew that a small ice cream shop in Manila could turn into a global fast food empire? This is the incredible journey of Tony Tan Caktiong and his creation, Jollibee, which is winning people's hearts worldwide. It is a global phenomenon with over 6,900 locations and taking on the biggest names in fast food. In this video, we'll explore how one man's vision and determination created a billion-dollar brand and made Jollibee the source of national pride. Tony didn't start with any silver spoon. Growing up as the third of 7 children in China's Fujian province, Tony's early life was simple. When he was 12, his father decided to move the family to the Philippines for a shot at better opportunities, settling in Davao City. Tony's father opened a small restaurant to support the family. Young Tony worked hard there, learning the ins and outs of the food business. Even as a kid, Tony had ambition and a hustle mentality. At 22, he spotted an opportunity and became a franchise for Magnolia, a popular Filipino ice cream brand. His first outlet in 1975 was just a modest shop in Cubao, a district in Manila. Business started slow, but Tony's charm and work ethic soon built a loyal following. Then, plot twist, customers started asking for hot meals alongside their ice cream. Tony faced a dilemma. Should he stick to just ice cream or expand the menu? After some serious thought, Tony listened to his customers and started serving hot dishes like hamburgers and chicken sandwiches. This pivot marked the birth of Jollibee. What began as a simple ice cream shop was now a full-blown quick-service restaurant. The switch was risky, needing extra capital and new skills, but it paid off big time. Sales surged, and within 2 years, Tony opened up another outlet in Manila to keep up with demand. Fueled by his intense work ethic and vision, Jollibee expanded quickly. By 1978, just 3 years after the big pivot, Jollibee had grown into a 5-branch local chain. Tony's willingness to switch things up and think outside the box turned a single ice cream store into the beginning of an empire. This was the first major milestone in Jollibee's journey toward becoming a beloved Filipino icon. In the early days of Jollibee, the Filipino fast food scene was still wide open, but soon enough, major competition rolled in. McDonald's entered in 1981, followed by KFC in 1982. These MNCs had it all: fully developed operations, big ad budgets, and instant recognition from their American success. Local Jollibee was seriously outmatched. A less determined entrepreneur might have tapped out, but Tony, he saw it as his moment to go big. He knew Jollibee couldn't go head-to-head with these foreign brands on burgers and fries. Instead, he leaned into what made Jollibee unique, doubling down on Filipino favorites that no one could do quite like them. Jollibee's R&D team went into overdrive, creating uniquely Filipino dishes. They launched crowd pleasers like Chickenjoy, Jolly Spaghetti, and sweet pineapple juice. For breakfast, corned beef hash and rice combos turned into bestsellers. While McDonald's and KFC stuck with their American flavors, Jollibee built a loyal fanbase by serving the Pinoy palate. The iconic Jollibee mascot, designed to capture Filipino optimism, struck an emotional chord. And the Langhap Sarap ads? They didn't just show food, they showed meals made with heart. Jollibee's festive, family-friendly vibe also stood in stark contrast to the more distant atmosphere of foreign chains. By 1985, Jollibee had pulled off the unthinkable. It emerged as the Philippines' leading fast food chain, despite the multinational's best efforts. Through his sharp instinct and willingness to adapt, Tony Tan turned Jollibee into a cultural icon by capturing the hearts of the locals. Filipinos claim Jollibee as their own, a sense of pride that Western brands couldn't touch. With its popularity soaring and its spot in the Philippines locked down, Jollibee expanded internationally in the late 1980s. Brunei was first, followed by Taiwan and Vietnam. However, the big milestone came in 1998 when Jollibee hit the US. They even brought over established chains like Chowking and Red Ribbon to give Jollibee a needed head start in these markets. However, expanding globally brought fresh challenges. Menus had to be tweaked to fit local tastes, and supply chains were built from scratch, often relying on imported ingredients. Gaining brand recognition as a foreign chain was no walk in the park, but Jollibee leaned into its status as a pop culture icon and a source of pride for Filipinos. The opening of each new store overseas, it turned into a major community event, bringing familiar flavors from back home and offering a sense of nostalgia and comfort to the Filipino diaspora. For Filipinos living abroad, Jollibee wasn't just affordable fast food, it was a taste of home, a reminder of family gatherings and celebrations. This connection only strengthened with initiatives like the Taste from Home caravan that toured North America, letting them savor beloved flavors thousands of miles from the Philippines. Acquiring brands like Goldilocks Bakery, that also helped Jollibee expand its presence with traditional treats that Pinoys missed. As time passed, Jollibee kept growing, becoming the world's largest Asian fast food chain, a massive flex for a brand that started small. By blending Filipino roots with a flexible global approach, Jollibee succeeded as a business and became a cultural ambassador for the Philippines, putting a bit of home on the global map. Backing Jollibee's strategic moves was Tony's marketing genius. From the get-go, he ignored typical fast food branding and built Jollibee's identity around universal themes: family, joy, and fun. Clever ads positioned Jollibee as more than just food. Their campaigns showed meals made with love, contrasting Western brands that focused on quality and speed. This emotional pull made Jollibee feel like a true slice of Filipino culture across generations. To capture the hearts of younger westernized Pinoys, Jollibee adapted. Stores got sleek makeovers. The brand started sponsoring music festivals and extreme sports, and new menu items targeted a professional, mobile millennial crowd. They launched premium burgers, pasta, and coffee drinks evolved with Pinoy tastes while keeping the Jollibee spirit alive. Embracing technology, Jollibee became the first fast food chain in the Philippines to offer digital payment, and viral dance challenges on TikTok kept them on Gen Z's radar. Collaborations with stars like Grammy nominee Benny Blanco added major youth appeal, with Blanco's catchy Chickenjoy jingle boosting Jollibee's street cred. Real-time marketing wins, like congratulating Manny Pacquiao after his fights, further cemented Jollibee's place in pop culture. At its core, Jollibee's deep connection to Filipino values, it keeps it unmatched in customer loyalty. By adapting to changing times without losing its heritage, Jollibee has stayed relevant, meaningful, and true to its Filipino heart for generations. Jollibee's winning blend of vision and smart strategy delivered incredible results. Starting from 2 ice cream shops in 1978, Jollibee now boasts over 6,900 stores worldwide across 32 countries, a scale unmatched by any other Asian restaurant chain. Its stronghold in Asia is secure, and Jollibee is chasing growth across the Americas, Europe, and the Middle East regions. In Q1 2022, consolidated revenue spiked by 11.3%. In its 153 North America stores alone, sales jumped 29% last year, and Jollibee plans to hit over 600 stores there within the next decade. Jollibee is now among the top 5 fastest growing restaurant chains globally. No other Asian chain comes close to its global scale. By 2029, Tony aims for Jollibee to break into the top 5 quick-service restaurants by market capitalization. These big goals, they hinge on success in key markets like the United States, Spain, and the wealthy Gulf region. But continued dominance in Asia fuels the fire, including China. Jollibee's consistent growth caught investors' attention, and back in 2021, the company raised $600 million from sovereign wealth funds in the Middle East and Asia. This capital allowed Jollibee to ramp up expansion internationally, where brand awareness was still growing. With Tony Van's vision lighting the way, Jollibee is on track to become a truly global food empire in the next decade. Jollibee's success isn't just about numbers. Valued instilled by Tony, humility, integrity, and compassion shape Jollibee's identity. Despite global success, Jollibee stays grounded by keeping community uplift at its core. It represents Filipino pride on the world stage, a legacy close to Tony's heart. For millions of Filipinos worldwide, Jollibee stands as a familiar, comforting symbol of home. From Hong Kong to Dubai to New York, that iconic red bee stirs up memories, excitement, and a sense of connection. Jollibee focuses on giving back too. Through the Jollibee Group Foundation, they support education, youth programs, and initiatives that uplift local farmers. In times of crisis, Jollibee steps up. Its Operation Sagip has provided millions of meals to communities affected by natural disasters, while during COVID, relief efforts delivered medical equipment and food packs to families in need. In 2021, new CEO Ernesto Tan Caktiong outlined his plan to expand Jollibee's global store network by 30% and triple sales within 5 years. To hit these goals, Jollibee will dive deeper into established markets in North America, the Middle East, and Asia, while branching out into new regions in Europe and Australia. China remains a top priority, with the aim to reach over 1,000 stores there under various brands within a few years. But Jollibee's leaders know that financial growth is only half the game. Jollibee must stay true to its roots and continue serving as an ambassador of Filipino culture. This balance of preserving heritage while adapting globally will ensure Jollibee's long-lasting impact because, at the end of the day, spreading the joy, warmth and flavors of the Philippines worldwide should always be Jollibee's main mission. Jollibee's success is proof that even a small brand with the right mission and values can take on giants and win. By holding on to its roots and spreading joy through every meal, Jollibee became a true source of pride and loyalty for generations of customers, carrying the Filipino spirit across the world. Tell us in the comments how Tony Tan Caktiong's story inspired you, and don't forget to subscribe. We have more stories of visionaries, innovators, and bold entrepreneurs coming up, sharing valuable lessons on defying expectations and building lasting legacies. So, what can we learn from Jollibee's journey? Sometimes the most remarkable success stories start with a simple dream. Tony Tan Caktiong's rise proves that with courage, grit, and heart, anything is possible, even building a billion-dollar empire from a humble beginning.